Hello, track and field enthusiast. Welcome again to From the Track Side on the coach's desk with your host, Coach Minzy. Yes, people, and we're here to talk about Shelly and Fraser Pryce. She set sight on Flojo's 100-meter world record of 10.49 seconds. And this is still fresh, people, from her barrier breaking run just over a week ago, where she clocked 10.63 seconds, obliterated the national record and the leading time for the year thus far. And this would have come also after a slow start to her season. So people, Shelly and Fraser Pryce set sights on destroying that 10.49 seconds set by Flojo. My question is though, people, can Shelly and Fraser Pryce really do it? Normally, when she speaks, people, it must be something that she's seen in training, And Shelly has been doing this for quite some time now. So, I mean, if she said that her eyes are set or her sights is set on breaking the world record, it is something that we really have to take very serious. You know what I mean? So definitely we have to take it into consideration. Now, for the past, over the past week, Shelly and Fraser Pryce got out of the blocks at the Jamaica Olympic Association Destiny Series at the National Stadium. And from she left that block, you knew that she was onto something great. Running that time? No, that wasn't expected. But she did a job and she still believes that she has more. Many persons are theorizing that she slowed up before crossing that line in that race. So they're saying that there's still a lot more in the tank where Shelly and Fraser Pryce is concerned. Do you believe that, viewers and subscribers? Do you believe that she had a lot more in the tank? Was she pushed? Natasha Morrison really ran fast. But was she the one to push Shelly and Fraser Pryce? Or does she need a Elaine Thompson? Does she need a Sha'Carri Richardson? Even though many would say Sha'Carri allowed her to see the bottom of her spikes already. But that can be a thing to talk about as well, because Shelly was just coming into her season, you know what I mean? So that can be debatable. But does she need a Brianna Williams? Does she need a Kemba Nelson? Does she need a Natalia White? And many more. I tell you, the late Flojo, known worldwide in track and field, she was very flamboyant, the way how she dressed, you know what I mean? Even though her world record is under controversial circumstances in Indianapolis in July 1988, it was under certain circumstances. I can't say. I've heard, I've never seen, but I wasn't there. But people are talking. The skeptics have a lot to say about that. But amidst that, Shelly and Fraser Pryce admit that she has thought about breaking the world record. Is it just talking about it, people? Is it just in the back of her mind, or she believes that she has a realistic chance of going 10-4? In order to break that record, people, Shelly would have to surpass that blistering run of 10.63, go down into the 10.5 region, and then down into the 10.4. She have to run at least 10.48, 10.47 seconds in order to destroy that record. Does she have the legs for that? It is interesting. It is interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But Shelly and Fraser Pryce say, for her to be thinking about world record, it would be good for her to actually run the 10 6 first or sub 10.7. Now she's in that bracket. So I'm thinking that that would have resurged in her mind where she would have made that comment before. And then since she would have accomplished it, it probably put in a lot of thoughts in her head. You know what I mean? So Shelly is still enjoying the moments there because that 10.6 has not sunk in as yet for her, according to her. You know what I mean? She's still wowed by the fact to know that she has gone 10.6. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it is even more beautiful for her because it was done at home. Yeah, in Jamaica. You know what I mean? Shelly would have said that the race as her best technical after watching the race with coach Ronaldo Walcott. So in essence, this 10.63 would have been one of her best race technically. And when we talk about textbook people, when we talk about doing it like the pocket rocket, we're talking about clean, we're talking about form, we're talking about technical ability, we're talking about drive, we're talking about reaction, we're talking about lift. Hey, everything we're talking about when we're talking about technical ability when it comes down to Shelly and Fraser Pryce. You know what I mean? So, I mean, definitely we hope that after putting in such a technical race, she is able to, you know, put together another one to allow her to reach to that 10.4 barrier. In my estimation, I am not putting anything past Shelly and Fraser Pryce at this time. You know what I mean? But being the realistic person that I think I am, it's going to be very, very hard. It's going to be very difficult for Shelly to run that 10.4 people. Be realistic. 33 years old. I would think that if she reached that feat, if she execute another good race with some top athletes in the race that would push her, I would think that that would be her last race because it would be her reaching her threshold, people. Trust me. Her legs, does she have the legs for that? You know, the body. Trust me, it will take a lot to run that 10.4. And I mean, Shelly is not young anymore as we'd call in sporting age. 33 is not young as an athlete in any sport, as a matter of fact. Unless she's a goalkeeper. But I mean, 33, 34, no. Shelly, you know I love you. Right, Shelly? You're one of my favorite athletes of all time. No doubt about that. And I love to see you compete. I love to see you run. But, I mean, you are a very ambitious individual. You're a go-getter. You're very assertive. So, I mean, anything is possible. But in my estimation, Shelly, being truthful, you have to prove me wrong. I don't think that 10.4 is reachable at this time of your career. Trust me. And I say that without reservation. I say that not because I don't love you, but that's a fact of the matter in my estimation. But go on do your thing, Shelly. Go and work hard same way. Put in the work. Continue to put in those technical races together so that we can see more fast time. But 10.4, you'd have to surprise me. Thanks again, people. Track and field enthusiast. Big up yourself. One more from the track side with Coach's Desk. I'm out.